That's running girl, okay? Just edit it out. Alright, man. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, guys, to season 2. We are starting off the season with Ryan, the big motherfucking dog, the owner of Metroflexgym. Thanks for being here, man. Seriously. No, thanks for inviting me. Thanks for letting me come through.
Anytime, man.
Dude. Well, okay. How are you, man?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm tired today. Had some bad news in the family yesterday. Lost an uncle, but Trevor. So
Sorry to hear that, bro.
life goes on.
Yeah, man. I'm really uncharted here. That sucks. Yeah. Okay. Well, real question. How long have you been open?
It will be 3 years, October 28th. So I opened October 28th, 2017. So what is that? 2 years and a half, 2 years and some change, something like that.
Oh, dude.
It's October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, so two years, 5 months.
Fuck yeah, dude. This is like what everyone wants. This is what a gym has to be. This is the old school gym. What did I call it? I called it the old school with the damn new school.
That's
So
it.
yeah, dude, that's all you need, man. Every time I come, it's new improvements, man. You guys got what was it called? The sauna?
Yeah,
But a hot sauna, right?
Put a dry sauna,
A dry sauna.
6 months ago. Just, I always, at the beginning of this, I actually wanted to put a sauna in when I was doing demo and everything, but financially my budget wasn't there yet. So everything that I do and I continue to do is something that's always been on the program since day one. It's never good enough, so, it never will be good enough.
Yeah, right. So anytime I do a podcast, I ask my listeners, I ask people, hey, what do you guys want me to ask them? One of the questions was, what made you start this gym? What made you say, I want to open up my own gym all of a sudden straight?
So prior to all of this, I've always been in the industry. I was a personal trainer for 14 years prior to this, and I actually was a trainer at one of the original Gold's gyms. It obviously was a corporate gym, but the gym scene was still a real gym scene. It wasn't completely corporatized, and it was different back then. Anyway, at that time, I started seeing the transition as a independent trainer, going to this corporate way where they wanted us to meet quotas and sales and all this shit that I wasn't about. I was strictly about bettering people's lives, and that was my passion, was to help these people. So my background was always kind of in like a hardcore or a real gym setting. So anyway, I was in that transition when that old gym got bought out by EOS, and we actually moved locations. And at that time, I made a decision. That I got to either make a career path change, or I gotta do something, because it just took all the fun out of it for me. I felt like it was just going downhill in my eyes. It wasn't about the members anymore. It wasn't about the people. It wasn't about us trainers. It wasn't about the culture. It was just all about money. And I said, fuck this. I want to do my own gym. It took me 12 years to do what I did, but it was in motion for all those years. I remember going to, I always was a fan of the Metroflexgym, Brian Dobson's, and just that pit dungeon type gym. I knew that type of gym wasn't something I wanted to open, because I'm a clean dude. I like my shit clean. I like it. I call my Metroflex the second generation Metroflex. Just because, that type of gym, it wouldn't work in Southern California. And, I'm way too OCD to have shit all on the floor. And
it's realistic. It's realistic.
Yeah. So, you got to take a little bit of the corporate feel and, but keep the culture alive. So that's what I did. And that's why I basically started what I did. It was just, I saw an industry that I didn't like, that I had passion for my entire life, and decided that I was going to make it my own.
Is that one of the reasons you made the gym independent?
Meaning?
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, not the gym independent, but your coaches and trainers independent?
That is one of the reasons, I want people that want to be here. I don't, and as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and as someone that's never liked a boss, I mean, even when I was at those corporate gyms, I still did my own thing. I mean, I don't even know if I was collecting a paycheck, but it was like I was there for so long, they just let me kind of do what the fuck I wanted to do. So I was like the independent trainer there that wasn't paying rent. So it was odd, But I mean, like I said, it was still, I knew I wasn't gonna make a living that way forever, and I knew that it wasn't the scene that I'm about anymore.
You just felt it, yeah.
Yeah, for years, I'm 36, I remember telling one of my trainers in here, Ryan Ejock, he's a trainer here. When I was 24, he was 22 years old, and he was a GM of the Gold's Gym that I was at. And when that shit went under, we talked, and I told him, man, fuck this, I'm gonna open my own gym one day. And even at that time, I was like, I'm gonna put cages in the ceiling and have go-go girls dancing on the fucking ceilings. This is way back. But, it's been in motion a long time.
Can't wait for those go-go girls. So bouncing off of that, someone asked, how does someone get to be a trainer here, or a coach?
My whole thing is, time under the belt. I don't require a certification. I've been certified for so many different certs, and to me, they're all bullshit too. So, and half these corporate gyms run their own certification now just so, for liability issues. So, I look for people that are passionate. I look for people that, have drive. I look for people that, fit in here, fit the mold. I look for, just people that have the same sort of vision with their clients that I had. The only thing I require is personal liability insurance. I mean, of course, certifications and all that shit helps, but that helps your clientele. That helps, this is what I've learned, or this is what I have,
This is my history, this is what
it's just kind of it's just a book of shit you did, but to be a trainer here, I just, I like to meet you, I'll fill you out, you fill me out, if I like you, then we move forward, and the only requirement I have is personal liability insurance, which protects you if somebody gets injured, and it protects me.
Yep, sure. Dude, now this is my question. How did you come up on Lou Ferrigno's hamstring curl?
That's funny. So I was, originally, I went out to Metroflex Phoenix. Josh is a good guy. This is when I was just kind of, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. Because even if this gym wasn't named Metroflex, if it was named Ryan Benthal's gym, it would look exactly the same. From the logo to the equipment to everything. This is all in my head. There was no coaching from Metroflex. They don't tell you how to start a franchise. They don't give you anything. So going back to your question, what was your question?
How did you get the hamstring curl from Lou Ferrigno?
Oh yeah, that's right. So I was in Phoenix with Josh, and I asked him, like, where did you get your equipment? Like, how did you find this shit? And he said, well, I got this guy, his name's Rich. I said, well, let me get his plug. So I ended up calling this guy Rich, and he is very well known in Venice and at the Venice Gold, and I guess he did all the equipment in that Gold gym or whatnot. Long story short, I went out there, I met with him, we kind of started walking the gym, I was kind of, filling him out, he was filling me out, he said he would do Ferrigno. So anyway, at that time, I didn't know that he was going through another plug, so he was the middleman. He does know everybody in the fucking industry, but I was dealing with the middleman. But he is the one who got the plug with Nick, and Nick is who I directly deal with now, and Nick owns Fit for Sale. He's a great dude, and he's friends with Lou Ferrigno. and you know he's the one that gets these plugs.
Awesome. Do a lot of people know that here? I'm not sure.
I used to really promote that when I first opened,
Yeah.
but you know now that I've grown, you know I try to make my presence known and in the gym, but it's now I walk the gym and I don't know all my members anymore. So they probably all don't know, but the original members for sure.
You're gonna get you a plaque that puts bells on the hamstring curl.
I should.
That's like this is Lou Ferrigno.
Well, I actually was trying. I mean, he was gonna sign it, but it never happened.
Never happened. Hopefully it does though.
Yeah, we come through and sign that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. What's something that holds you accountable? Like in your business, what holds you accountable every day? Just you yourself?
Me. I mean, obviously my family, but I mean me. Period. Like I said, I'm very hard on myself, so people like to critique and give it 2 cents in their shit, and you follow me on Instagram, like, maybe some of y'all like, oh man, he's not very professional or whatnot. Like, nah, like it's, in my gym, the customer's not always right. I'm not trying to be a dick, I'm just keeping it real. But, I am the biggest critic of myself. So, that being said, nothing's ever good enough, so I always got something to fucking do. There's always something to do, something to get better. I don't care if it's painting a wall because there's a fucking scratch, or building a childcare, or getting a new piece of equipment, or whatnot. So, I hold myself accountable because in my eyes, nothing's ever fucking good enough.
Good. Fuck yeah. So being an entrepreneur, is there someone that you look up to, like in the entrepreneur world?
My dad. I've seen my dad go from rags to riches. My dad is an attorney. He wasn't always an attorney. When I was a kid, he was in aerospace, and we moved out here actually from Orange County, and he wasn't around much because he was always working full time or he was in law school at night. And I just remember that time in my life, just being weird and kind of a struggle. We didn't have furniture in our house. My dad wasn't making any money because he took a pay cut. Anyway, long story short, I seen him go from, working corporate with Northrop Grumman to owning his own law firm, and, that he's probably the one and only man I truly respect. He did it. I mean, he owns 5 law firms up and down the coast. So, our passions are completely different. He never even worked out in a gym until I opened this gym. So, yeah, but it's just the grind. I'm wired kind of like he is.
Yeah, you took it, and instead of going to law firm, you went.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't my thing. I'm not a book guy. I mean, never have been.
What's the best advice you received? I mean, we're in a new year, but last year, what did you, like something that what's the best advice you've had that someone gave to you or you gave to someone?
See it, say it probably. Meaning, I've dealt with a lot of people come in and out of this place, and from members to independent trainers that are just bad seeds. Now, if I don't like something, I'm just going to call you out on it. Before, I'm kind of heartbroken, I was kind of concerned what everybody else thought. I was, rookie in the game. And, actually my fiance was like, she actually works for Nordstrom. She's manager at Nordstrom. And they're taught to see it, say it. So if there's a problem, don't, you got to approach it correctly. But, whether it be a trainer or a member or a employee, you can't, if there's an issue and you're having an issue, see it, say it. That would probably be the best advice. One of the things I try to apply every day.
Do people ever fucking judge you? Like, I mean, I bet they do, but do people give you a lot of shit, like, as you make business calls and stuff like that, like in the gym? Like, just.
I've been judged my entire life, so I'm used to it. I've always been kind of an extreme person. I remember my dad told me he would disown me if I ever got tattooed, and I got my entire body tattooed. So I never gave a fuck. But yeah, I don't take it as judgment. I take it as haters. So, I can take, constructive criticism, no problem. I know that my way isn't always the best way or the right way. But, usually the people that are judging me, ain't in the shoes to fucking judge me. So unless they've done what I've done, you got no room to fucking speak.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they can have opinions.
Yeah.
But if I'm not asking for their opinion, don't give me their opinion. Unless you've done something better than me or you got some genuine advice, shut the fuck up.
That's the mindset a lot of people need. It sounds weird, but they do, man. I don't know if you've got like secret plans for this year, but what is something you're trying to achieve with this gym or just in general?
I'm just trying to grow, just trying to cater to, you know, and you know, this is, you know, I'm the only Metroflex that doesn't call themselves or market being hardcore. I do that for a reason because people think what hardcore is the big buff dude in the fucking gym. Okay, that's not hardcore to me. Hardcore can be the dude that's 400 pounds with heart conditions, who wants to change their fucking life, who's in here 2 times a fucking day, killing it. That's hardcore. It could be, you know, an ex-drug addict who is in the gym because that's their new drug. So I don't market hardcore as like it has to be like this, we need to live like this or live like this. So right now, I want to get all the housewives in here, the single moms and the stay-at-home moms, but I can't do that because I don't have a child care. That is my next step with the gym this year. I want to put in a child care so everybody can enjoy the gym.
I respect that. Now that people think about that, but I respect that a lot. Man. And the whole idea of like not being hardcore, it's awesome. It makes a lot more people want to come and not feel so insecure about themselves.
I mean, when they get here, they can make their own opinion about it. You know?
Yeah. Someone asked, what's your favorite go-to restaurant in your hometown?
I don't know. I guess it depends what kind of food I want. I eat a lot of sushi. I like to go to Rashi. I mean, if I want to get a cocktail or a drink, I like to go to the Yard House. You know, there's a little Mexican spot over here. It's called Tacos and Beer. I like to go there. Great Italian food, Anthony's in Old Town Murrieta. I mean, there's a Blue Water Grill. I mean, I got my little spots. You know, it depends what I want. I mean,
cravings or whatever.
I try to. You know, that is one way I like to gift myself is by having, you know, something good, a good meal and a good drink that I feel, you know.
You're right.
Yeah, that I earned.
I love that. Someone asked, how do you get a beard so clean? I read it and I was like, okay.
That's my boy JR at All Society. I don't know. I started growing it in May. So May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So I've only cut off the bottom probably a ½ inch. I let that shit go, and you know, you got to go through some stages, but you got to look like a chipmunk for a little bit. But once it gets to a certain length, I just have my boy go line me up, he lines me up, and he fades it in. And I do put product in my beard every day. I use oil, I use a balm, and I use a wax. And actually, one of my members is out there right now. He has like the straightest beard you've ever seen. I asked him, how do you got such a straight beard?
Straightener?
Yeah, nah, you blow dry. So I take a shower, I put my oil in it, and then I blow dry it with a wooden comb. And use a wooden comb so it doesn't create static, and it keeps you straight. And then after that, I'll apply the balm a little bit, and then the wax, and that's that.
So guys get it together, man. Follow this guy's rules right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and ladies, let your man know, because some of you guys got some really twisted.
All twisted, man.
Are you more interested in leaving a legacy or leaving a big ass amount of money? Like, what's your goal?
Legacy. It ain't about the money. I mean, I told everybody day one, man, if I had to live at the gym, like, you know, why aren't you buying a house or blah, blah, like, if I had to live at the fucking gym, I'd live here. I don't have to, and, you know, I've been blessed to be as successful as I have been. I've never reached out to anybody, meaning any pro, any big name. I've never reached, I don't even think about what other fucking gyms are doing or anything else that's going outside of these fucking doors. So I just remain myself, and I keep it 100 and real. And you know, you ever seen that movie Field of Dreams? They say if you build it, they will come, and that's what I did, and that's what I felt like I had to do. If I built the right spot, and like I said, I remember my family was like, "You're not drawing any of this shit out," you know, when I was going through demo and setting it up. I'm like, "Nah, this is all in my head. Everything is mapped out in my head," and no one believed me.
You never fucking sat down and wrote shit out. You just boom.
Boom. Never drew it on paper. Never nothing. It's always been in my head since literally day one.
That's a big fucking energy right there, man. I just love that shit.
I've always liked to be creative. You know, I have a creative side, and you know, I look at my gym, and if this was in my garage, it would look the same. You know, like I got a wall here that I have, you know, people that have visited and shit. But you know, you'll look around my gym. You go to these other gyms, and they got all these pictures of all these bodybuilders and all these legends, and you know, not to take away from any of them, but you know, I want to create my own legends. So I don't need to be putting them on the wall. You know, so. You know, I want that kid that was 15 years old who, you know, in 15 years comes back and lived, lived his passion or lived his dream or whatever and thanks me because of what I created. And then I'll put him on the wall.
That's inspirational. So I love that. I respect it a lot. Not a lot of people have that type of mentality. So it's cool to see. Besides the USPA competitions like Battle of the Arts and other stuff, is there any competitions that you have that go around here?
I was doing like little things to keep the members happy, like and fun things. They were doing like I was doing like a pound for pound. You weigh in. You know, if you're 90 pounds, you put 90 pounds on a bench and see how much you can do. I was doing little things like dip contests, and they'd win a shirt or a hat. And I might do it again. You know, it was fun. That was when I was a little bit smaller, and at one point, like it was just my whole thing is camaraderie. At one point, it was like one big family. Like I said, I can walk the floor now and I don't know everybody's name.
But you make it a point to.
Oh yeah, I'm still here. These people. The other day it was funny. I was mopping, and one of the new members came up to me and they were asking me all these questions. And they're asking for the GM and the boss or whatever, and I told them, this is my gym. And they didn't expect it, I'm not a flashy dude, like, I'm just your normal dude, but he didn't expect the owner of this gym to be mopping or taking out the trash. And, yeah, I got employees now, and I'm blessed to have those. I got 4 fabulous employees and 2 independent trainers here that help me a lot. But I ain't trying to... I ain't scared to get my hands dirty. In my eyes, it ain't gonna get done the way I want it to get done unless I do it. And I try to train my staff and lead by example.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. That's the only way to do it, and I think that's why some gyms fail. Because some gyms, okay, dude, I'm the owner, go fucking clean that. I'm gonna stay in my office and not do shit.
Yeah, of course.
It's respect, it's humility, it's, hey man, we're in this shit together. There's no other way around it. In my opinion, I've never owned a gym, but that's what I've seen.
Well, and that is true, and that's how I teach gym etiquette as well. Like I got one rule in the gym, it's rack your weights. If you follow me, I press hard on that. Like I said, I lead by example. So you guys will see me racking shit and and lecturing and everything else. So. And anything I feel, lead by example. They see me cleaning, they know, damn, this dude likes to clean shit, so they clean.
Yeah. So, another question was, what's one thing you wish you would have known when you started? That you can, if you could go back and be like, hey dude, don't fucking do this, or do this, what would you do?
I don't think I'd have any regrets, man. I think it's all a learning experience. I think it's a journey. I think there's things that I have done, like I love this bottle of whiskey you brought me, but back when I first started, we'd all be, these are members I didn't really know and whatnot, and we'd be out in the back of the ice chest getting drunk just partying, but now, that's, I don't know these people. Alcohol changes people,
Yep.
I got to keep it professional in that sense. So, if I had a regret, that would probably be it, just because obviously, they don't need to see me intoxicated and they get different too. So it kind of changes it takes the power away from my position, if that makes sense.
I I get what you're going for, man. By the way, your backyard is a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, it's the yard. We lock up the yard doors and we be chilling. You know?
Man.
Don't get me wrong. You know, I don't mind. I'll chill and have a few sometimes on a Saturday, but not like how it used to be. It used to be fucking Wild West.
I think that's growth, man.
Yeah, I agree.
It's growth. What made you say? Well, why did you build a backyard like that? This big? What made you say, dude, I want to fucking?
I just always wanted a yard. I mean, period. That was it. And I remember. So this gym, well, my building used to be a comedy club, and this side that we're sitting on was a karate studio. And I completely demoed everything out. And when I was looking for a building, this is the only building I looked at because I knew what was in the back. Bottom line, I didn't go look for more real estate. I knew that I wanted to be in front of the freeway. I knew that I wanted a gated yard. I knew there was about 180,000 people that drive on the 215 every day, and that was it. I mean, it was just I'm taking the risk. I pay more real estate, per square foot. It is what it is. Like it was already set. That is like once I put my head into something, it's full throttle until it's done, and I don't change my mind.
Someone asked, can they live here?
And who? They want to live here?
Because
I've actually had 3 people live here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I won't do it again. Yeah.
Sorry guys, it's a no.
Yeah. I had one of my good friends who had nowhere to go and was struggling with some addiction, and he's actually almost 3 years sober, has 3 jobs. One of them is my weekend guy here. I won't say his name, but I mean, I'm so proud of him. But literally, he was living out of his car, and I've known him since we were little ass kids. So I let him stay here, get clean. I told him if I ever caught him slipping, smack the shit out of him, and he would have to get the fuck out. And he never got caught slipping. And almost 3 years later, he's clean, sober, has a pad. Like I said, 3 jobs, including this. And I'm very proud of him. I've had 2 other people that I was generous enough to let stay here. And you know what? I'll take when I said the regret thing. I'll take that back. Sometimes people take my kindness for weakness, and people do that a lot. I have a big heart, but don't fuck with me. Like I will cut you off and not look back. And I've had 2 relationships that 2 people that I cared about, tried to take advantage of what I was doing for them, and we ain't cool anymore. So that's one thing. Drinking in the back with too many people and letting people live here, there'd be only one person I'd let live here, and that would be myself.
That's growing pains, man.
Yeah,
That's growing pains.
Yeah.
That's all that is, dude. See, yeah.
So no, but if you want to get a membership, I am 24 hours, so you can come in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Right, who's trying to run down here 2 hours a day?
Sleep in your car.
Sleep in your car, come in?
Yeah.
People used to do that shit, man.
Shit, hell yeah.
Fuck it, they really wanted it. That's how
I've had that. I've had members do that too. Living out of their car in my parking lot. Coming in here to shower, work out, do their thing.
Fuck yeah, dude. So, did you ever compete? Honestly, I'm not really sure if you did.
Never been my thing.
Never wanted to?
I wrestled my whole life. The whole bodybuilding thing was never a thing that I wanted to do, or the shows, and especially with social media these days, it's so fucking saturated. To be honest, I was a little guy, and I had to protect myself. I mean, that's another reason why I got all the tattoos I got. I mean, this shit's armor, So to me, it was, I might be the shortest dude on the block, but I ain't gonna be the smallest dude on the block. And that was my mentality. So that's what always, got me into lifting, and then obviously the wrestling lifestyle. It just stuck. I mean, it's a part of life. I mean, it's a part of my everyday life, and it will always be a part of my everyday life. Like, a day doesn't even seem complete unless I lift. I mean, obviously I take my days off and my vacations, and I got balance. But I mean, on a normal day, it's part of the program.
Did you have balance at first?
With what?
Growing your company, your gym.
Did I have it? No. It was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, it was rough on my fiance, rough on me. I mean, I didn't know. I mean, I was all over the place, rough on me because, you know, I didn't know, you know, I at the beginning I was doing it all, you know, I didn't have employees, you know, I had a, you know, it cost $30,000 to keep these doors open a month, so, you know, I had to make moves, I had to make it happen, you know, and I've never been backwards, I've never been upside down, I've always paid all my bills, made money, did my thing, so, I mean, but yeah, I mean, there was, you know, me getting used to, you know, it's hard because you can't really trust too many people. You got all these new people in your face, you know, and people come out of the fucking woodwork. I don't know where these people come from. But yeah, I mean, it was hard. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was different.
So, bouncing off of that, man, for someone that's out there and they're trying to build, they want to build their gym, what would you tell them? And they're too scared to. Just do it, or what would you?
I mean, you gotta go full throttle into everything.
Yeah.
I mean, plan it. I mean, but everything's a fucking risk. I mean, it's a risk. So, I mean, like I said, if you're willing to struggle through it, I mean, no business, you know, I've just been blessed. I mean, I can't really say, I've just been myself. I've just been myself. I haven't, you know, done anything extraordinary. You know, like I said, I built it and they come. Like I said, I always want to make it better, you know, for my members. I listen, you know, I listen and I learn. And that's, you know, no, I mean, if you're going to do it, do it. I mean, if it fails, do it again. If that fails, do it again. Pick it up. I mean, it's going to knock you down, man. You got to be prepared for shit. So, I mean, if I failed, I'll do it again.
You would have gone and built the gym all
I'll do something else. Yeah, I'll figure out why I failed and learn from it. You know, if I failed because I didn't get enough members, then I'll know, damn, well, I didn't hustle hard enough outside of the gym. If I failed because I was, you know, a showboat and wanted to buy all kinds of badass shit and act like I'm fucking filthy rich, you know, and I spent all my money, I wasn't able to pay my bills, then, you know, I'd be like, fuck, man, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done that shit. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a simple dude that just has a vision.
You're a simple dude, man, but you created something. The first time I came here, man, I was, not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated. I was like, this is scary. I was working at Anytime Fitness for a while, and then I started working at yeah, that's when I met Broken Iron, Chris and Brandy.
Yeah.
That's when they're like, let me show you something. They're like, let me show you something real. And then they brought me here, and I'm like, I want to live here.
Well, I get it. And that's what I try to do, man. And that's why I try to be here, because
it's inspiring.
But people come in and they are intimidated, you know? And I want, you know, now I got a demographic that's everything from old, young, heavy, fat, skinny, huge, strong, you know, male, female. You know, but I try to be here because I'm going to make them feel welcome, and they're going to be proud to rep Metroflex, lace up in my shit, rep this shit. And they're going to be proud to come here because they're a part of something. This is a club, like we're a club. This is a clubhouse. So when people feel like they're a part of something, now they feel important, and they got purpose. So that's why it's a must that I'm here all the time.
Do you ever feel like you'd open another gym, or would you just stay here?
No, I want to.
Yeah?
The time's right.
Do you have a specific spot, or not something you want to say?
No, I don't know yet. I mean, it definitely needs to be in a suburb. You gotta be careful where you put these things. You know, you put this shit down in Huntington Beach. You know, you got a million other gyms, CrossFit. You got the beach. You got the beach scene. You got the bar scene. You got too much shit going on. Like, you gotta put a gym like this in a location where there's not much to do. Pretty much fucking drink or work out. I mean, that's how you're going to be successful. Or both. Or both.
Whiskey or Douglas, man. I haven't tried it, but that's fine.
I will.
Fuck, dude. You know, every time I walk in, it's like, you know what I mean? Because you walk into a real gym and you get lost. It's because, I mean, from where I'm coming from, there's not that many gyms out there. There's not that many stuff. So you come to real gyms like here. You go to Threshold, you go, and I'm like, dude, I want this. This is what I want, man. Shit, dude. So, Is it going to be bigger than the next one? Like, is the next gym going to be bigger than this one?
I want to go double. I don't even got enough room for everything I want here. I mean, I want the baddest, old school, new school, meaning like, when I say new school, that doesn't mean new equipment. Like, I will always use this old shit. I got 6 generations of equipment in this gym, I got equipment in here that's 60 years old.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean, it will always be like that. I'm never, corporate gym will go to, they'll contact Life Fitness and they'll have a checklist and they'll send them all their new shit or whatnot. No, like me, equipment's like, when people collect plastic cars, like I collect plastic equipment. So, that's what I would want. I would want double what I got, pretty much the same shit, but just add on with the equipment. I mean, I only got a certain amount of space in here and I'm already fucking maxed out pretty much.
What else do you want to put in here?
I got things, belt squat. I got lots of things. I like companies like Arsenal. Like I got some of their equipment, but I like to have, more. I mean, more of their badass shit. Not just Arsenal, but Hammer, Precor, and Nebula, and Knotless. Like that's. I want. Knotless is the oldest, baddest shit ever. It's all the chain crank. It's the same shit that Lou Frigno's piece. Like I got people out there right now looking for Knotless equipment. I mean, I want things that people are just like, what the fuck? Like, damn, how did you get that? Where did you get that? Like that's a part of the vision.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it would be hard to duplicate because I would have to go find all this shit again. I might not
But
find
it's
it.
achievable.
It's achievable.
It's
yeah.
100%.
And I got the plugs to achieve it.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I could see. I want a gym 4 times as big as this, and I'd have a whole leg room, a whole chest room, a whole back room,
Have a big ass like
two-story,
an Amazon building.
something like that. 2 stories, man. Like fucking work out on the roof. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I got my yard, but I mean, put a stage up there, have live bands and shit. I'm just on another level with mine. It's not just about the gym. Like, I'll put a fucking skate park in the back. Like, so I mean, it's about that culture. It's about, at one point I wanted to put a tattoo shop in here. I was telling you earlier, a barber. Like, it's just about that culture, about kind of like the street life culture, I guess.
Kind of bringing people together.
Yeah, I mean, like I got everybody from feds and cops to felons in here, but we're all equal when you come to those doors. That's important to me.
So I know a lot of legends have walked through the store. I mean Jake Cutler for sure. At first, did that get I don't think it did, but did that get to your head, or did?
No, I don't let that subject to my head. But I took it. I was very honored. I mean, because I don't know Jay. I didn't know Jay then, and I was literally sitting on that couch, and it was the middle of the day. He just walked through the fucking door like it was like nothing.
Like any other day.
And I'm not a guy that gets starstruck on anybody, but I mean that's Jay Cutler, like, and that dude is such a great dude. I mean that dude he's done things for me, and I just don't even know why, like, and I wish I could give him something more, because it's like, man, dude, like he sees something, he sees the realness, I guess maybe, but
I think that's what attracts people there.
Yeah, I mean he reps his step. That dude is. I mean, that's like the Michael Jackson bodybuilder. Like, it's just, like those types of things, I've had multiple, legends come through.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't ever consider myself self-made because in my eyes, there's no such thing as being self-made. I mean, we all got teachers, we all got coaches, we all got friends, we all got family. None of us would all be where we're at without somebody. So you ain't fucking self-made. I call it we designed ourselves, and it's kind of the same thing as a bodybuilder. So you got Jay Cutler, who my gym is myself. He used his body as his gym, so he designed himself and made a name for himself. This is how I design myself. Yes, I work out and I try to design myself, but what I'm trying to say is, it's like the same thing. It's the same thing.
I understand. Yeah, I get it. Because even then, Jake Cutler didn't build himself by himself.
No, hell no.
He had
coaches, teams,
yep.
you know,
Friends,
nutritionists,
family,
you know, family. So when people want to be like, whoop, I'm self-made, I did this shit myself, man, I laugh at them fucking people. Because that ain't humble. That ain't genuine, because it's bullshit.
They lie on themselves and everyone else.
Bottom line.
It's unrealistic, dude. It's bullshit.
That's it. I mean, you know, you used a realtor to get the fucking building, right?
Mm-hmm.
You went and got that building without that realtor. So that
did you do it by
realtor,
yourself?
he
Yeah.
helped you. You didn't do that shit yourself.
Yep. Fuck yeah. So, something I like to ask people throughout the podcast is there something you want to tell people out there? Is there something that you just want to let go? Whether it may be come to my gym, something you want to plug in some stuff.
I mean, you know, I don't know, man. To the people, I mean, I'm not one to sell anybody on nothing, man. I tell people come to my front desk and I'll be like, man, like I ain't here to sell you or upsell you or anything. Like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. You know, and there's the door. I mean, I do want people, you know, that are maybe intimidated in this type of facility to not be. It's not an intimidating place. I mean, we're all here to learn. We're all here to help each other. We're all here to learn from each other. I mean, you know, if you want, you know, fitness and wellness and all that in your life, I mean, you need to be in a place that pushes you. You know, so if you're comfortable going into a fucking corporate gym and running up to the treadmill because you're comfortable, you ain't gonna receive you're not gonna get what you deserve. I mean, it's like, you know, you gotta step out of your comfort box in order to fucking grow in anything you do. So start harboring, you know, you gotta stop harboring yourself to, you know, what you're fucking used to or whatnot, or, you know, what you need to be in a certain kind of shape to come through these doors or whatever. You need to be strong, you need to be on steroids or whatever the fuck you're thinking is bullshit. So what I'm saying is, you know, come give it a try. You know, don't put walls up when you don't know what's cracking it.
Yeah, so in a way, it's don't read a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Don't just see the gym and be like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, don't read a book by its cover. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. So that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
When you started off your gym, is there certain books you were reading, or is it just kind of just gut instinct type of shit?
To be honest, I'm just
or audiobooks, I don't know.
No, I'm hyperactive, man. Like, I hate reading books. I mean, I'm more of a guy that will ask questions. You know, I'll see people who I feel are successful. I'll pick their brains, figure it out like that. You know, I'm not one to do too much research. You know, I actually did get my bachelor's degree from Cal State Fullerton in communication advertising. A lot of people don't know that. But that shit, man, it took me, you know, I didn't get my bachelor's degree until I was 27 years old. And, you know, I did it because I don't know, it was kind of just, you know, like I said, I was going through the same transition of you know, this corporate gym, and I didn't want to do it anymore. You know, so I just had a backup plan. So
yeah,
I knew with advertising and communication I could be creative in those fields. But yeah, I mean, I didn't fucking read, man. I mean, I did what I had to do. You know, the bare minimum. I'm not a book guy or a school guy. You know, I'll meet the right people in class or whatever, and you know, they take care of me.
Cool.
You know,
cool. Yeah. So me and you weren't A students. Is that what I'm trying to get? That's okay, man. Most of the biggest entrepreneurs aren't.
Yeah, not my thing. I mean, you know, to be honest, you know, if I didn't get, as a kid, I got in trouble if I got bad grades. If I didn't get in trouble, I wouldn't give a fuck about school at all. You know, I'd rather be building skateboard ramps and, you know, building all kinds of shit or creating something. You know, that's what I always wanted to do.
Like even as a kid, did you always hustle this hard? Did you always have like a little business?
I always did something weird. You know, like,
yeah,
I remember when I was like 6 years old, our backyard was dirt, and it was dirt for a long time. But I built a bunch of jumps in the backyard with a couple of the kids in the neighborhood, and and I was charging 50 cents to $1 to all the kids in the neighborhood to come do the jumps in my backyard. You know, so it was always, yeah, I was always like, you know, I gotta do something. I gotta make moves. It's weird. It's just in me. I gotta create something that people like and come to. So, probably born this way.
From that to this, man. Fuck. Shit right there, dude. Shit, a lot of people don't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So no living here. I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, nah.
You sure there's a little bed right there?
Nah,
I'll take care of it.
You're good at that, you know.
Just
I like to
go
go
right
the
there.
whole fucking gym 24/7, man. Then maybe.
Maybe. Is there? Oh, what was it? I'm trying to remember what that question was. Are you ever gonna make Metroflex weed?
Metroflex weed?
Yeah. Marijuana, dude.
Actually, it was funny because at one point where I'm gonna build a child care. Like at one point, I was like, I should make a dispensary over here. I was thinking the dispensary. I was thinking I should make it a speakeasy. Like,
did you ever grow your own strain?
no, I'm not. Yeah, I mean,
Fuck it.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, I got people, you know, that help me out, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm all for, you know, that to me, I mean, that's medicine compared to, you know, all the pharmaceutical bullshit that is out there these days.
Yeah. You guys, 2030, dude, come through to the dispensary in Metroflex.
Yeah.
I know you talked about this. On Instagram on Metroflex, Murrieta. What's your take on the coronavirus? And it's not me. It's just cool.
It's a fucking flu, man.
Are people over?
Oh yeah, man. People watch all that media shit and believe all that bullshit, man. I mean, yeah, it's a flu, you know. Guess what? You know, thousands of people die of fucking obesity every fucking day. There ain't no pandemic, but it is a pandemic. You know, I cannot stand the media. I've never been able to stand the media. And, you know, I've never been a sheep either. So I've always gone and did what the fuck I wanted to do and figured it out myself. And, you know, those are sheep, man. Let them, you know, keep your fucking hands clean. You know, drink your water, take your vitamins, eat organic food, you know, stay away from sugar and processed food. You ain't gonna get sick.
Yeah. It's just a fucking night.
Yeah. I mean, you know, now the economy's crashing, the stock market's crashing, people are buying pallets of fucking water like it's doomsdays, preppers and shit. Like,
have you seen that?
Ridiculous, man.
Dude.
I try to order hand sanitizer from my distributor, and from my big ass distributor that I get all my shit from at the gym, I can't get hand sanitizer for 5 to 6 weeks.
Like that.
Like that. So people just they get scared, they run to the fucking store, wherever, they burn up all our resources. It's just ridiculous. And that is my opinion on that.
I figured that'd be your take. That's my take too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, where I work, people are like, I'm scared to die, I'm scared of this. I'm like, we're gonna die, man.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, no one wants to get the coronavirus, but I believe that it's a man-made virus, just like all the rest of the fucking viruses, SARS, swine flu, bird flu, all that shit. I mean, you know, it's population control. You know, it pushes fucking big pharma and big business and corporations, same shit.
I respect that. Yeah, it's true. True. It's thin the sheep, thin the herd, thin the herd, man, thin the herd. A lot of people don't want to hear that either, but it's true. It's true. When you work out, I have like in my head. When you work out, is there any type of music you listen to?
Me, personally?
Personally, man, is there something like you're like, this is it?
To be honest, man, like, I like listening to oldies when I work out.
Yeah, like the Rosie and the Originals and stuff like that, or just
just like lowrider music, like it's all like this old shit. You know, like it's mellow to me. You know, I mean, it depends on the mood. I mean, you know, listen to like gangster rap. Or, you know, I like to listen to like my Irish punk, like Foggy Molly too. But like, I'm more like, to be honest, like I need like something mellow, like oldies or Damian Marley or something like that. Like, I like that. I don't know. I live better than them. Some people need to fucking hear Slayer and screaming and all this shit. Like working out to me is my me time and my meditation, and I'm serious about it. So I mean, that stuff just causes me anxiety. So you know, I need to be mellow, being right at the same time.
Do you smoke weed while you work out?
No,
Because I know some people do.
Never have.
No.
I remember when I was young, you know, all the homies would be smoking weed, shit, getting high before they worked out. I've done it, but I'm sober. I don't do pre-workout, none of that shit.
No, I don't either. I tried working out and smoking weed. Worst workout ever.
And even now, if I smoke, I smoke at bedtime if I smoke.
Yeah.
I don't smoke during the day or if I'm fucking camping or fishing, but I mean, something like that. But I mean, you know, no, I couldn't function under the influence like that. Like I said, I use it for medicinal purposes at night so I can fucking sleep and shut all this off. You know, when I leave the gym, I literally try to just leave everything at the door here. Like, and that was one of your questions earlier about balance. And prior to this, you know, I was burning myself out of my hands. So I learned to like let shit go and, you know, and just know when it's my time to relax and be with my family. And, you know, I might blaze a bowl like before bed just to relax and get shit off my mind and back at it.
Same way, man. Same fucking way. I get that. Dude, I keep looking around the gym. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, I love it. I love it, dude.
Busy, man.
Fucking. This is pretty much it. It wasn't long, but something. Is there anything you want to say to my audience out there, man? Your people out there.
You know, if anything, come through, check it out. Come support you at your meet. You know, until your audience come check it out. You know, give it a try. I mean, like I said, I got members, permanent members from San Francisco to San Diego, literally.
San Francisco to San Diego?
Yeah, I have a member that came down about a month ago, and he's San Francisco PD. He's San Francisco law enforcement. He came in for a day pass and his family down here. He loved the gym so much, he got a membership, and now he flies down every other weekend to train here in San Francisco.
That's fucking dope. Dude, I really enjoyed this. I hope I can do this with you. We can do.
Anytime.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Right on.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys, and we'll be back next week. I hope you fucking loved it.
Yeah, it's dope.
Bro.
And how will I be able to see it?
YouTube, Spotify, everywhere, bro.
Nice.
I probably won't be able to post it today, just because I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, just text me whenever you can.
Okay.
You want to just take my number down, it'd probably be easier. Or I already got your number, see, I'm all over the place. I thought we were DMing. I called you the other day when I was on my way out to my uncle's thing.
I'm sorry.
I pulled the plug on yesterday.
I'm so sorry about that, bro.